Starting to troubleshoot the little mini Emerson boombox. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It is, I don't really know what time it is, to tell you the truth. I'll have to look at my clock. My one up there says 3:31. That's not right, I'm sure. Actually, it's 3:04 in the afternoon. And what you see before you here is the cassette AM-FM boombox, mini boombox, whatever you want to call it, from eBay that I got. It came in the mail, I think, Saturday. I have it hooked up to a 6-volt power source going to the battery connections, and I'm going to turn it up a little bit. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is what's making the noise here. That is FM. So there you can hear it does work. It does work fairly well. Let's put it on AM just to see what it does. See if we can pick up anything at all.
Live from the iHeartMedia Purple Tower of Power. It's the Terry Miner Show.
Live from the MGM studios, the Mary George Miners dining room table for week number, who even knows anymore. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 84, I do believe. I can't tell for sure, but I think it is. Turn it down a second. So anyway, that works. Now I'm going to put it on tape real quick, and you're going to hear some noises, and I'm going to put you back over here and just see what's going on here. This is a tape, obviously. And we'll put it on play. Turn it up a little bit. Now it was playing a while ago. I don't know why it quit, but make sure I'm on tape. I think I've lost my connection. So I'm not real sure what that was actually working before. It was just real slow and draggy. So I thought maybe I'd show you that, but again, that's just a cleaning, maybe a belt or something like that. Not a big deal. Like I said, the main thing was I wanted to show you that the radio and everything is working in this, basically, except for the audio. I get no audio out of the speaker. In order to get this more, not sure what the word I'm looking for, but more troubleshooted, I guess, closer to whatever. I need to do a couple things. Let me put it back on the radio and make sure that's still working. It sounded like it wasn't there for a minute. Yeah, it's working. Just got to hold pressure on that thing to get it to work. Let me try it one more time with the maybe I'm on a spot where there's nothing there. See if that makes any difference at all. Nope. Whatever that is coming out of the cassette. So, anywho, that's not a big deal. Like I said, I know that works because it did work a while ago. So, like I said, the first thing I got to do here is get the audio treble shot and find out where we're losing that at. I'm thinking probably audio is over here somewhere, maybe. Not real sure. We don't have a schematic for this, so that's kind of working a little blind, but you can pretty much tell what's what when you get to it. I'm on the wiper of the volume controls where I'm trying to get my signal at, so that's why it would vary when I turn the volume up and down. So that's that. Like I say, I think it's gonna require me to take this apart further to get it where we want it at, as far as being able to troubleshoot things. Now you can see some of the stuff under here, but this is it's gonna need to be removed. This is loose already. I can see that. I'm hoping this all comes all as one piece. This is our FM antenna. It came off the soldered connection right there. You guys didn't see that, did you? It's right here. It connects right back here on this antenna. So that won't be a big deal to do that. Like I said, I'm hoping that this circuit board and everything lifts up out of there. Take a few things out and lift it out. So let me see if I can do that, and I'll bring you back. I'm back with you. I have the audio traced all the way over here, and here is the output jack, the earphone jack. So the output for the speaker goes here. I don't get it over here. Try it over there, you just don't get it. I get it here. Get it here. So I'm losing it somewhere in this area here, I think. So I'm going to say either capacitor is bad, open, or transistor. So that's what I'm looking for. And I'll have to get on the other side to do that. So that's what I'll have to do. You guys are seeing that? So I've checked here, here. This thing here goes all the way back up in here. Now I get it here, but it's really distorted. In fact, you can't even hear it unless I turn it up. That's all the way up. It's very distorted. So, well, there you go. I'm going to turn that down. It's probably a copyright thing. Anyway, that's where I've got it going to so far. I'm going to turn this over and take some careful look around this area here, find out where I'm losing it at, and we'll go from there. If I find out anything else, I'll bring you back. Alright, back with you once more. I do have something here. It's a, I don't know if you can tell, that's like all these pins in a row. That's a chip. Very possible. I was thinking the chip I found earlier might be the audio chip, but I'm thinking this might be the audio chip right here. And if that's the case, we should be able to get it going in, and should be coming out louder. If I can turn this back on again, see if we can get some more. Find a place where it comes in at. Right there's an in. Or out. I don't know which, but... Now there's another one, but that seems to be about the same level. So...
98.5, Seymour. 3.
If I knew what the chip was... Definitely have two places there that is getting audio. So there's a possibility this is not an output chip, it's something else. So I'm going to look a little closer. It's really difficult for me to see in there. I'm going to take and unhook this because I've only got pen light batteries on this. I don't have D cells like it calls for. So try to conserve as best I can. I'll see if I can show you that. I don't even know if you can see it or not. The lighting is not that great. My marker, my pointer, keep missing that. That line is right there. Right there is the chip. I'm putting my pointer on it. And I think that may be our audio output. Now getting this off is going to be, or getting access to it underneath this cassette deck is going to be fun, but I'm going to try. So I think the cassette deck comes off. I know there's 2 or 3 other screws that came off to get to it. I thought that was one there, but I think that one back there, I don't know if you can see that underneath there. I don't know if I can get to it or not, but I think that's another one that comes off. So I'll have to take a look at it some closer and just see what I can come up with. But I'm pretty sure that might be the one I need to take off. And I think the buttons and everything just kind of pull down with it. Now the on this side you see the what do you call it is going through there. I'm not really sure why that wire stretches around there. That's not good. It shouldn't stretch around that thing. Okay, that's moving. I thought maybe that was stuck, but it wasn't. But that is loose. Well, no, it's not. There's another screw there that's got to come off. Maybe that comes off. Maybe if that comes off, maybe that whole thing will come down a little bit more. As you can see it right there. So I'm going to try that and see if that does anything. The daggone the problem with it is that daggone line for the stretches across there, and I don't really want to mess that up. It'd be better to get the tape transport out and get it away from there than trying to get that away from this, because if I get it away from that, that needs to stay with it, because the tuning thing, because if it doesn't, then you know what that leads to, a mess. So I've got this is loose. I've got to find out where the other, now there's a switch. This row of line through here is the switch for the tape. Most all tape players have a switch like that, and that switches them from audio or output to input, things like that. Power switches and things like that. But that's what that is. And I don't know how that'll come apart, but there's got to be a way of getting that apart as well. So, alright, well, I'm probably not on camera half the time, so let me get off here and try to figure something else out and come back, bring you back a little later. Alright, well, difficult to see again, but there is our chip right there. Goes down through here. And judging by the lack of transistors in this area, I'm going to say that's our audio output and probably our main culprit. Not saying some of these capacitors might not be a contributing factor, but I think that's it. I could trace back the and I may do that from the output to the chip and test that line, but I'm pretty sure I tested it at the output over here. There's no audio over here. So there's our what do you call it here? Our switch that I was talking about. This is what controls it right here. That piece there, and I think that right there is the one that hits against it to make it move back and forth. So that's our tape transport switch or tape audio switch, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm looking at. Again, that chip right there is probably it. This was a trick getting this out. There's one screw underneath this here, and there's two screws that hold that in. You have to basically take the two screws out, lay it over just enough to get that screw out, and without messing the string up, and you put that back on because you don't want to mess the string up. And when it comes time to put the screw back in, we'll have to do the same thing. There's one over here as well. It's a little hard to get to, but it's not impossible. Hard to see. It's down in here, right there. So I got my probe sticking in right there. So that's where it went. That was the last one to get out, to take that transport out. So that's that. Also, I was telling you about the belt. There's the belt right there. I'm pretty sure it's seen better days. Probably would be a good idea to replace that while I got it apart. It's really about to fall apart. It does work, but just barely. So we'll see if we can't find one of those as well. Get a measurement on that. Go from there. That's going to wrap this little version of it up. Next thing I'm going to do probably is take the chip out, which is unsoldering all these connections here, and we'll try to see if we can find a new chip. I am going to do some more testing though to make sure I've got the right lines, because there was two places on here that I got audio out. Now there's always a possibility. I'm not saying it is, but always a possibility that there's a capacitor between here and the output that's bad, and that would keep it from getting output over here. So I want to trace that down, find out what's in line with the I'll go from the output back. It should come somewhere into this conglomeration of pins, I think, and we'll go from there. So if that turns out to be anything, I'll bring you back for that. But if not, I'm gonna go ahead and probably take the chip out once I figure out if there is anything else in there, and then we'll go from there. So that's gonna do this one, and figure you guys needed a day on the bench here. Been a while, and like I say, it's let's see. I was taking pictures trying to figure out where 3:55 now, so that's that. Like I say, there's these things here, you know, they look a little complicated as far as all the parts that come apart and have to remain connected at the same time. You take apart what you can take apart and get back together easily. That was taking the back off. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires that I had to cut, and I took pictures of it, and I also cut the wires so that it left a piece of the, as you can see it down here. There's the red one right there, the black one's over here, and there was another one, orange one I think, that I had to cut. It's underneath the red one I think. Oh no, it's yeah, there it is, the orange one. Orange, the red, and the black. Where the black was, it was over here somewhere. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's it right there, I think. So those three had to be cut, and then there's two yellow ones. The yellow ones don't matter. These are AC coming from the plug, or not from the plug, I'm sorry, from the transformer. And I will get that tested while I'm got it all apart and make sure that's working. And so that's that. You guys, in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.